When you learn how to drive, you're going to start making money. Money is freedom. When you get your license, you're going to be able to travel to different locations. You're going to get jobs. You're going to be able to meet different people and give you opportunities. Currently, I'm in the Metro Detroit area. I traveled all the way from Iowa to get books to educate my young adults. So I'm going to take you on a journey through the city, and we're going to get on the interstate. I'm backing up, and it's very busy right now. Stop being scared. So I'm backing up. I got to look around. If I don't look, I'm going to back into someone. I have a backup camera, but so what? I've got to look. And then you see those little kids coming out of that electric Hummer. Hey, good morning. We're in Detroit at a book fair. I know you see this beautiful building. I got some books. Thank you for that sunshine. It's 30 degrees out here. I am freezing. That beautiful electric Hummer, big range. We are talking about giving back to the community. And Jay, I'm so happy that you popped in. We're talking about books and helping people. So I drove from Iowa to Metro Detroit. We're in Detroit at the Deferred Innovation Society. General Motors has put this on. It's a corporate giving event. And meanwhile, trying to get a car for the Driver's Ed channel. So we're driving through this parking lot. I'm gonna take you through the city. This is like near Midtown. And we're basically right outside of downtown Detroit. So you're gonna see me drive through the area. You're gonna see some real life out here. And then we're gonna get you on the road. So I'm glad you're here with me. You're gonna see real life, and we're gonna see how people live here, right? Work at Detroit. So I have about 150 books in the back of the vehicle. I'll be able to analyze those and help my students learn how to drive. And it's about giving, right? It's a beautiful road here. I'm gonna backtrack. You see some beautiful houses here too. Gotta see what road this is. Outer Drive, I believe, goes around the city of Detroit. So this is a four-way stop. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop here and pause. I know you see those trucks over there, buildings. There are a lot of beautiful homes and architectural structure. So we're gonna see some really beautiful things today. And we see a lot of houses that need to be torn down. We're not capping on Detroit, is what it is. My cousins grew up on the Midwest and west side of Detroit. So, you know, we have grit. But you see some beautiful architectural structure here. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. But driving in the city is different than driving the areas that I show you, right? We're gonna put it in the day. So what I want you to do, because I got a long drive back to Iowa, I'm gonna have you reach out, and then we'll connect on Instagram, and then we'll reach out today. Driving with Myles, lower driving, DRIVING, the lower hyphen with Myles, MYLES. You reach out there, you put your information in, and then we will talk today. Today's our day. But there are really some beautiful houses here. I think I might be going the wrong way, but that's okay, because when you're driving, you got to learn how to survive without a GPS, okay? All the houses look the same, but they're really beautiful. So we're just taking our time, looking around, scanning Volkswagens, minivans, then Rosa Parks. I'm going the right way because I remember Rosa Parks. So you got to remember streets. And there are a lot of yep, I am going the right way because I remember that gas station. So I'm just looking, checking, I pause, and then there are a lot of one-way streets also. So it's really easy to get confused and lost. Mayor Mike Duggins is the mayor in Detroit. He's done a really good job in tearing down houses, getting people to invest in the city. And that's what you want. You got to have people invest in the city and create jobs. So I'm all about job creation. And Jay, we're going to get you a job, because once you learn how to drive, Jay, that's money. And then opportunity for you to live your life, to move out, to become independent. And we talked about my dad and the struggles and the trials and tribulations he went through. He was an electrician. He worked for Ford, then he worked for Chrysler. So he did his own thing. And then when I was little, my brother and I saw him, and we just saw our dad working hard, coming home every day from Chrysler, and, you know, having that Chrysler New Yorker, right? And, you know, going to the store. Mom was a nurse. So you're learning a lot about me today. And they just said, work hard in school, Listen to your teachers. Don't cause any problems, because if you cause problems, you're going to get your butt tore up at home, right? So, but this is a rich urban area. There are a lot of plots of land. And I had a dream when I came back here, I would buy some property, build a community location, and then that would I would give that to my son and daughter. So there's always dreams. So Hamilton is the road I came on, I believe. But, you know, you need to go back to your roots and drive. Detroit is a long way from Iowa. So we up in here in the hood, right? But you got to come back to your roots. I have about 80 books in the back. I could have got up to 100, but I did not want to be selfish. And, you know, you got to set up these books, and a lot of kids just don't. I think I played basketball over there. A lot of kids just don't appreciate. So what I'm going to do is leverage AI and do beautiful homes here. Leverage AI and then create some really good, beautiful architectural structure. You guys are missing out on a lot of beautiful things you got to read here, okay? So if you don't know how to read directions here, are you going to be going live tonight? Yeah, I'll go live tonight. I went live on another. Yeah, I'll go live tonight. If you got to go ahead and go. Just reach out to me on Instagram, and then we will connect, okay? But thank you for the support, and it's the time. So I think this will take me on the expressway here. We see the Renaissance in the background. See a lot of beautiful buildings that a lot of you will never see because you're from different parts of the world, okay? And, you know, we in Detroit, grit. And by the way, Detroit, I think it's 11-1 or 12-1. So, grit. We on Claremont in the Lodge, baby. We here. This is bringing you value. Give it a thumbs up. Okay? So we see a lot of beautiful architectural structure. We're going to be merging on the Lodge going south. And we're in the city. So you got to know these signs. We got semi-trucks, Corvettes, Mustangs, EVs coming out. I got about 100 books in the back, so they're kind of sliding around. So this is the Lodge. You'll see a lot of beautiful homes. You'll see some homes that need a lot of work too. So I want you to see real life. I don't want to get off West Grand, so I got to get over. So you got to keep your head on a swivel. I'll be taking 94 towards Chicagoland. I should run you guys downtown really quick so you can see the metro area. I have some relatives over here, so I might have to see them when we get over one lane. And I gotta get over one more lane. Nice. So, you seen those videos of the city of Detroit and the manhole covers and the steam coming out? It's 31 degrees out here. My hands are freezing. Then I have to go east for a second. We're by Wayne State University. So we're by the Mike Diller School of Business. They have some innovation locations. Thing can reflect. This is a good curve. You don't want to come in real fast. Man, oh, there's a traffic backup. Be careful here. We're by Wayne State University. And then I'm just going to squeeze in. I don't want to get cut off. So I'm looking. Zipper merge. They're not going to make me eat this bumper. So yeah, I did a video on the zipper merge and it got a lot of views. So I just merged out. They rebuilt this bridge. I saw some videos of it. That's Carhartt up there to the right. They create Carhartt. That's a huge brand name, and a lot of young people go there and they innovate. So Metro Detroit, downtown Detroit is for leaders. We're gritty, we're tough. And for a lot of you, you're like, what is he talking about? But if you're not from Detroit, you don't really know. But it's really beautiful here, and you can find beauty in anything. You can find beauty in a porcupine, right? So I'm gonna sit behind this semi-truck there from Maine. I gotta get back to Iowa. So I got a long drive, but I'm gonna take you on this journey. And we're sitting here in traffic right now. So I got truck around me. That's caused some anxiety. You can hear that truck. But there's a lot of building going on in the city because people are innovating all the time. Caution, wide right turns. That's why you don't want to be behind a truck when they're making right turns. Those of you who don't know, Eminem is from Detroit too, Marshall Mathers. You see that rail that's behind the semi-truck trailer? That keeps us from submarining under. You see all these semis, you know we on the interstate, baby. So, my client flew in from Belo Horizonte, Brazil. He now flew into Houston, Texas yesterday, made it there, got back to Texas, got his Letterman's jacket, met the athletic director, trying to get settled in down there and start training for the USFL camp. It's called the Hub. This is where all 8 or 10 USFL teams meet in January, February. So he's going to be training down in Texas, lifting, and then hopefully getting to those 4.5 O's, 4.49, and having really good numbers to try to get that pro contract. So we'll get you through this journey, and I'll try to get him on the channel, and he'll talk about this journey of going to another country, learning language, and then flying back over 14 hours to America. He does have his passport, so you got to have a passport, and obviously travel. Had to spend over $300 because some of the bags were heavy, but he got to university. Some of the coaches will be getting fired, and that's kind of sad and somber, but also they are going to try to get him some affordable housing for a couple of months where he can train, and then he can possibly eat on campus. The college will be closed over Christmas break, so he's going to have to find a way to eat. I'm not liking this. I don't want to get caught here. So I'm moving forward. Okay, so I don't want to be by this semi-truck. So we're in the city here, and this is not some little quick drive to the office and back. We're in the city, so we're going to see a lot of beautiful areas, and we're going to see some really, really poor areas that need to be torn down. But all cities go through this: Detroit, Michigan, Cleveland, Ohio, Chicago, Illinois, Los Angeles, California, Houston, Texas. So are they just going to cut me off? I'm not sure. But you learn how to drive in these environments, and that's why I don't want you to be scared. And you just have to take your time and have gradual exposure. And that's what I'm trying to show you, because I have over an 8-hour drive. And many of you will watch for about a half an hour, 20 minutes, and then say, okay. But if you really want to get a deep driving perspective, you got to watch the whole thing through. There are 3 lanes here. This part is 94 through Detroit. I'm on the east side of Detroit, and I had to take a detour because there was an accident, and then we'll get fuel. I might stop at Coney Island, get a couple Coney dogs, and just fill up and just set the cruise and go back to Iowa. And let's turn it real gradually. And then you'll see the guide signs that tell you you're going 94 east. You got to know how to read guide signs. If you don't, you're going to be lost. It's 34 degrees, but wind chill is probably 10. I was waiting in line to get books. Not bus driving, it's truck driving. I was waiting in line to get books, and we were freezing. Good thing I had a hat on my head, and I was able to dress properly, because people were acting crazy. in line pushing to get. General Motors donated millions of new books, so I got about 60. I could have got up to 100 books, but I don't think my students really appreciate. And then I'll share with you some of the books. I'm in the left lane, so I got to pick up a little bit. Because if you're in this lane and go slow, people are going to be angry. Then I'm going to get over one lane to the right. And then let's let the people want to go faster, they can go. I might take you over to where my SS Trailblazer got stolen. That was my first video about 5 years ago. And I was at a really sad point in my life, but I want to show you that you can overcome adversity if you have a plan. And then of course Matthew Stafford donated like over $5 million to build a community center. So Detroit is making a comeback, and you gotta care. I think a lot of people in media just attack Detroit because they think, we don't care, but there are people who do care. General Motors, Ford, Chrysler, I care. So, see, they're going faster. Let's let them go. I'm just cruising here. And see, they're going real fast, but they really can't go anywhere. I'm not sitting in this open lane chilling. See? They're in a hurry for nothing. And when you learn how to drive, you want to cruise about 60, 65, 70, lock in that cruise. And then you get great mileage. If you're going 75, 77, 80, your car's going to be out of spec. And then you're just going to be getting really horrible mileage. So if I had an EV, and I do want to plan to get one, you get the home charger, set it up, and then do the driving lessons like that. We got to get some heat in here. I'm dying here. Just trying to take my time. I want to keep space from the semi-truck. And we talked about these drivers, how they go to truck driving school, but then they quit after 90 days. They make $4,000 or $5,000, but they realize after fuel and tires, it's only like $2,000, and they made $7,000, so they quit. There's a shortage of semi-truck drivers. I'm gonna go ahead and get over. I'm gonna take you to where my SS got stolen, and I'm gonna show you the reality of any car can get stolen, but this particular vehicle was a high-profile vehicle, had the LS2 in there, all-wheel drive, black, Flowmaster mufflers, put about 600 horsepower down to the ground. So I was warned by a family member, you got a high-performance vehicle, you need to take precautions. I didn't listen, and then they stole my vehicle. But from that, good things came. Okay, I think I can make a left turn here. And these roads are very different from what we're used to. But I want to show you new things. So we're in Detroit on the east side. The roads are much more narrow, much more small. There's a rich history of Detroit, and it takes a lot of money to keep the city going. So I'll be making a left turn at this light. I think I can make another left to get back on the expressway. These ramps are really little, so it's going to bring a lot of anxiety to a beginning driver who has not a lot of experience. So you're going to learn a lot today. Okay, real easy. Okay, I can make a left turn at this light. And I'll give you a tip. Same day road testing is female owned. This woman owner, this boss is not, she is doing really good, and teaching people. They just do road tests here. So I got to yield and wait. And then when it's clear, I got to make a left and get back on the expressway. This guy's literally in the street with his wheelchair. My God. Okay, I got to turn, and then I got to get on. Okay, and then I got to go west. And I'm going to take you to the school where my SS Trailblazer was stolen. And I'll try to link that video in the description. It's all the way back when I first started, about 4 or 5 years ago. All right, we're out here. And then there's a BP gas station. The owner was like really cool. I would come in the morning. He fed me a plate of food. He said, just return the plate. What didn't I do? I didn't return the plate. I felt so bad. But I learned a lot out here. I'm going to share that with you. Those Mercedes Striker are unique. Business, electricians, plumbers. I see people around the world using those for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Those are pretty cool. And that would be a good idea for a mobile strength and conditioning. I saw some. I'm getting some really good ideas. I think I'll get off here. If not, I'll find out. All right. So yep, that's the BP gas station where the owner used to feed me. I come up, he said, "You're a teacher?" I said, "Yes, I got a plate of food for you." All right. Well, see, it's real easy to get confused here. Okay, I'm gonna stay in the middle lane. I haven't been over here since maybe 2016. So that tells you how long it's been. So this is Outer Drive. This goes around the city of Detroit. A lot of these houses have bars on there, so that tells you what's up. It's been a minute since I've been through here, so forgive me if I kind of get lost. But I'm going back. I think I can go down that street. I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm going to make a right turn up here. There are a lot of one-ways. And this is Outer Drive going east. So I'm going to make a turn here. Yep. Okay. Over. This is some real driving today. Much different than what we're used to. So if you're watching, you're going to learn a lot. All right. Chalmers. You're going to see a lot of trash out. Bandit cars, strip cars. Okay, up there's the school. I'm going to go straight. The warning signs are school zone. So I'm going to make a left. Yep, I'm going to show you. Okay, here we go. This school I used to work at. And then there was a banner up on the wall. I helped increase growth. We had 2 years of growth in 1 year. So you can do it. So here's what happened. I'm going to take you through the whole process. There was a gray Trailblazer, plain one. They were parked here. My SS Trailblazer was parked over there, and I was warned because they were still in catalytic converters. And back then, these little road bumps were here because people drag race through here and drive, and there's so many things I can tell you, but I just want to stay focused on this one story. We used to actually play out here with the kids too. So after the kindergarten class went in, on the security camera, because my principal called me down. She said, "Hey, come down. I'm going to show you something." I was literally, I wanted to cry. I wanted to scream. I wanted to kick the wall, but there were kids in there. They came in, and I'm going to take you through. So pretend we're getting ready to steal the vehicle. This guy came, and he was walking in a hoodie, and I'll find that video. These houses are basically saying, imagine 10 years ago. They still haven't torn these houses down. So, they pulled in here, and I was so mad. I was mad at the owner. I don't want to mess up the car. So we would park in here, and I would go in. Actually, my vehicle was parked over here to the right. Okay. So someone had walked up, got in the car, broke the column, and within 30 seconds, they had pushed my vehicle out. And this is where we used to take kids out to play. I was like doing an admin role where I would leverage, AI wasn't there then, but we would use a reading program, and I would have kindergarten through 8th grade, and I would help increase their reading scores. I was really leveraging a lot of pre-AI training, and the kids were just growing because kids don't know limitations like we do as adults. We think, I can't do it, you don't do it. Kids are like, I'm gonna find a way. So we were out here playing, having fun, but they pushed my SS out. Okay, and then the banner was actually up here on the wall, right up here where I stopped. We had 2 years of growth in 1 year, and that's one of my claims to fame, but there are more today. So imagine we're in the SS, and they were pushing it out. I'm gonna find that video. They were pushing it out just like this, and we're on cameras now, so they're gonna see us on Monday. And you can tell we in the hood, man, but this is how people live, and we not gonna, say, that's them. But these houses are the same since 2014. So they pushed it in down the street. Nevertheless, I was crying, I was mad, but it's a material thing. I'm gonna take you around the block where I used to take the kids to walk. So all this is still the same. School's still the same. And this is DPS school, was a charter. Detroit Public Schools. So we used to take kids down here and walk, get them out the building. Okay? Most of the houses have bars. A lot of them are, it's terrible. Yep, Hamilton Academy, man. I'm looking left and right. Oh, always. And I'm keeping it real with you. Okay, we in Detroit on the east side. This is where my SS Trailblazer got stolen. We used to get kids out, watch them. I could tell you so many stories, but I don't want to give up personal business. The speed bump was not here. Mayor Mike Duggan was trying to tear down houses. We used to see them demolish houses like that. Okay, this house has been rehabbed. So we go over the speed bump real slow. And then there used to be a motor home there. And then I'm gonna pause and stop. We said kids walk, but they told us don't take kids too far because they were stealing kids, right? And then we used to walk around the building. This is the office right here where we used to have meetings. And for many of you, you're like, why are you even showing this? But for many of you, you're like, keep this real. So none of this was here because neighbors complained. So through here. They get some nice little houses. You see some nice little houses around here, and then you'll see some terrible houses, right? So this is Newport, and then we're at Chandler Park. Now, I believe Matthew Stafford made an investment here. There's a waterscape, and he did a community center. Okay, so I'm gonna make a right turn. I'm just gonna go around again. You can see these beautiful houses for yourself. Okay. So I worked in this building, had 2 years of growth, and that really helped prepare me to get my next job. And if I didn't learn how to drive, I would not have been able to have this opportunity. But from my SS Trailblazer getting stolen, I ended up getting a Chrysler 300 for a year, but then someone backed into that. That was the lease. Oh, man. But you can see these houses just need to be torn down. So it takes about $7,000 to $14,000 per house. We actually did some math. So Mayor Mike Duggan has got a lot of grants, and he's really done a lot. But I had asked my son, how long do you think it's going to take to bring back Detroit? He said about 30 years. And that was back in 2015 or 16. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go straight. I want you to see this. You can see these houses for yourself. But also, these are investment opportunities, right? If you got 20K, you can flip some of these houses. But some of you are probably saying, who would want to live here? A lot of people want to live here. Affordable housing is very difficult for Detroiters. We actually did a community event at that church. That house is the number 2 on there, so it's got to be demolished. They're just there for, drug use, prostitution. It's a burnt out house, so you can see it for yourself. I'm not going to hide and lie to you. Okay, this is Frankfurt, excuse me. And if I keep going, there's some really beautiful homes here. I'm going to make a right. We're just kind of doing squares. So if you were with me, we would do all these squares. And I'm just showing you, yep, we did, I've been inside this church before. This speed bump is cement. And churches help hold a community together. Yep, those are duplexes. 2 families living there. Some of you have never seen that. So I'm just looking and scanning. You'll see a lot. Different architectural structures, a lot of random stray dogs, abandoned houses, cars. I'm not trying to make you depressed. I'm just trying to show you real life, and that's why you're here. You see some of the beauty as well as the horror. So imagine your son or daughter going here. I worked here for a year, and my truck got stolen. I had 2 years of academic growth, which really gave me confidence to find my next job. I got laid off the following year. They had budget cuts. So, but I'm just showing you, and I'm gonna make that right turn again. So if you're with me, we would do a lot of right turns, left turns. This is really a beautiful building in the inside. I was up on the 2nd floor in the computer lab, and kids were looking at inappropriate stuff, but I would lock the computers. We didn't have GoGuardian then, so I had to go into each one and block the sites. So there were like 40 computers, so it took me a couple days to block the computers, but it's much more simpler today with the GoGuardian, that smart AI software. Yep. There are cages around the air conditioning because people are stealing. But I'm going to show you again. This is where my truck got stolen, in this parking lot. It makes me sad. My son was like, I think he was going to high school or going to 8th grade. And, he was learning how to tune the vehicle. I had HP tuners, and I would drive it, and he would look at the graphs, and he was learning technology. But I said, you want me to get I don't want to be in that car. Someone was riding in and stole it. I'm like, I understand. He was really hurt because we love that vehicle. I could get another one, but what's going to happen? They're going to steal it again. And then I got the Chrysler 300, but, I'm going to pause here and stop. There's a lot of stop signs here. It's good for beginning drivers. I'm going to pause. Then I got to make it right. So I would come here every day for about a year. That's why you got to learn how to drive. And I remember the trash on the left, so we know we're going the right way. Because people run lights like crazy. See, I can't. See, that's the wrong way. Do not enter. Oh, that's for them. Okay. So I got to get over. So I'm going by memory. And also, if you've been watching, you're kind of remembering landmarks. 2 beautiful homes here. You just got to find the right home, put some money into it, flip it. You can make some money. Okay, I'm already here. It's a nice teal tracks. Here's green. I'm looking. Go straight through. I'm gonna stay in my lane because there's a car coming. Sorry, I'm hitting the gas because they're trying to cut me off. But I would come up here, and there was a group, a church group, who were giving. I'm trying to remember the name. The Louis Farrakhan people. They would come up and give you a bag of fruit and a newspaper. I don't want to get caught up in that. I should go get some gas up there. I'm looking. All right. So literally, I took you through where my truck got stolen. an emotional point in my life, good points, helping see kids grow, but also a horrible time in my life too. So you learn in real life, and you can overcome a lot of different things. So we're back on the interstate. I don't know how they drive it. I want to get away from them. I should go get some Popeyes. I haven't had that in a long time. And if you have to get gas in some of these areas, you got to pick the right station. If there are people standing outside, you don't want to mess with that. You can get robbed or carjacked anywhere. It can be in Iowa, it could be Detroit, it could be Chicago, it could be in the middle of a suburb, because people are looking for individuals who are distracted. So I'm going to get a lane. I'm going to stay in the open lane. Because they will come and get you. That's why you don't let people walk up on you. And you don't let your car get down low in terms of fuel. I don't know how they're driving. They could be on the phone, tired, so we want to get away from them. Eminem made a movie called 8 Mile, so you guys need to watch that. And it talks about his journey. I don't like how they're, it's so scary when they're driving. So I'm going to stay away from them. They sleep, tired. So I think the middle lane is the best of both worlds. You don't have to go super fast. That's the left lane is passing. You can drive about 60, 65. The right lane, you're going to have cars merging out, trucks, people moving slower. Like those two trucks, they're way too close together. Oh, nope, thought they were being towed. And then you're going to see these vehicles merging out. So I'm just going to take my time. And they have the electrical tape holding their mirrors, and we broke his stuff. I hate people having those mirrors way out like this. So I guess somebody hit it with a baseball bat. Those are for when you're hauling a trailer. You don't have it, they don't need to be extended like that. So we're in this curve. Centrifugal force is pulling us a little bit out to the left, so let's off the gas. We got like a 10-hour drive, so I'm just taking you through the process right now. I am a member of Speedway, so I think I have like 14,000 points, and that's good because you can exchange those points for free coffee, food. You can get a gas card, so that builds brand loyalty. Speedway, if you're listening, come get me for a commercial. So I'm lifting my foot, they're going a little slower. And this is a really short entry ramp. I got cut off by a semi before here. The speed limit goes from 75 to 70 to 65 to 55 to 50. So I'm in a long line. If I jump to the left, I can hit hit the turbos, but I'm going to burn more fuel. So, yeah, that's a turbo truck, 4-line, inline. The turbo really gets great fuel economy. Almost got one of those. It was volcanic red, but when we sold the SRT, I got hit with the late payment, so the credit dropped from 765 to 690. I was really upset, so we just waited, and that was almost 2 years ago. So it depends on your financial circumstance too. A lot of people can't get financing for cars, so they're stuck at a piece of junk that's high mileage. I've been there before. So we're just taking our time. I was asked to pick up some mystery horror books, so if we can make it to the destination to get fuel, you're going to see a person who's really happy. It's a little bit of anxiety because we're around all these cars. This could be, Metro Detroit, Metro Chicago, Illinois, coming to Iowa City, Iowa. There's nothing but cornfields out there. I do have a lot of videos on those. I'll just have to bring them back up to the rotation, change out some titles, some thumbnails. That was just some incredible driving too. Based on analytics, you guys like more of the in-car short form stuff, but some of you like the longer videos like this, or you really watching driving. So we're at about 70. The fuel's a little low. And we're just trying to maintain good speed. I've seen cars crash on this curve too. So I could have a chance to win $250 because I signed up for this event knowing I was going to come back to Detroit, and if you're randomly chosen to win a $250 gift card, so got my fingers crossed. But there were a lot of educators there, nonprofits there. EV's $186. That's a really good price. So we're around this curve. I don't want to overturn. Let's see what our fuel range is. Air filter's 80. Air filter life. Tire pressure. There's a freaking wheel barrel. Tire pressure. The left front 37, rear 36, right front 37, right rear 37, so we're okay. Oil life is 60%, fuel range is 71. That could be a little off, so we're gonna have to get fuel soon. I'm just trying to be real smooth here. See Tesla coming on the left. They have their tires pumped up to about 41 pounds, but that vehicle's heavier because of the batteries underneath. Got a lot more respect. I'm going to do a lot of research on those cars. And that'd be really good for driver's education with the safety and technology. So that's one of my goals. And I need to quit being scared and just do it and get it. I'm going to get over to the right. book fair I went to, I thought it would be, we would be at a conference. I'm going to get over. I don't want to get cut off. I thought this book fair would be where we would have someone talking about literacy, education, teaching people how to read. But we came in and there were thousands of new books that were given away, but you had to register for the event, which I did. And I was running a little bit late. Okay, I'm going to get over it right now. I'm laughing because of a funny inside joke. Nice. And then I'm going to get back over. I'm using a little bit more fuel than I want because I'm going a little faster than I normally do. But sometimes you are in a little bit of a hurry. And then my fuel range is 72. So that's more than enough to get to the station where I need. If I was driving an EV, we would have something come up on the map. So I have a choice to stay behind these slow-moving vehicles or do I get to the left? I'm going to go ahead and get to the left. I also have some videos on I think it's a hybrid Mercedes, because I saw this one. So I just gotta find those. I think you definitely enjoy them. Staying away from these semi-trucks. Not trying to mess with those. Fuel range is 70. So I gotta get back over. I'm trying to look at both lanes here. Okay. Good. And you can really see how low that Tesla is. It's got low ground clearance. It's 32 degrees, minus wind chill. So it's probably 17 degrees. Hey Meta, what is the temperature outside? It said 32 Fahrenheit. Hey Meta, with the wind chill, what is the actual temperature? So with the wind chill, it's 10 degrees colder. We're at 69 miles fuel range. Almost at our destination. So I'm just going to cruise right here. I wanted to rent a Tesla, but it's like $300. You know, they say $100, but then security deposit, all that. So we'll figure it out. I think the biggest people are concerned with good fuel range. Obviously, good drivers, beginning drivers, people who have EVs, and then semi-truck drivers. And I'm going to get over. I'm not trying to cut off trucks. That's a negative. Beautiful hawk over there. I am into photography too, so I just need to get another good used camera, get a nice little telephoto lens, get some of those birds of prey, man. That's incredible. I do love wildlife. Then I got a GPS is telling me to get off here. Then we'll be able to get up to the station. You should always hydrate too. I have some coffee in here. I have water too. Just keep you hydrated. Usually, a lot of clients go really fast here, so I gotta squeeze the brake, going easy. I don't want to go in too fast and crash. Got a lot of weight in the back, books and everything. All right. Hey, the Tesla's still right by us. Nice. So that's the dual motor one, and if our tires pumped up to 37, they're probably 41 because your temperature increases. And then the way to go is get the home charger put in. So if I ever do get a Tesla or the Ford Mach-E, I'm going to do the home charger, get it set up. I'm not even going to worry. And then, because you really can't rely on the infrastructure yet, because there's just not a lot of chargers available. But, you know, I'll definitely get one. And that's not the super fast one. I don't need the Plaid to have 1,000 horsepower now. Them days are over. You know, that boy is gone. All right, so that's where we're gonna have to get gasoline. We were in a Tesla, no gasoline. My blinker on early. I'm gonna squeeze my brake. Going real easy. I'm going to see a person who's really going to be surprised. Hopefully she's still here. Right? I think she is. Guys, I want to thank you. It's been awesome. Look at this video. We'll edit it, break it down. Bye.